Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great night. So, to clear up any confusion, to prove that I'm not a full loser like you think I am, I mean, I am a loser, but not that much. I've maintained one friend group since like elementary school. All right, I had elementary school with a few guys, and we've been friends since this day, and for many decades to come, hopefully. So I know how to maintain friend groups. I'm also in another friend group that was more recent. I've been friends with them for 3 years, but I knew them before. I knew them a long time before we actually connected. They were friends with my older siblings, but then my older siblings grew up and branched out and stopped being friends with them, and so I kind of took their place, we'll say, in the friend group. So that's been going on for a while. I've been in contact with these folks for not nearly as long as the first friend group, but still pretty long, like pretty long. So now we get into college, and in college I have not made any friends. I've had acquaintances. I've exchanged numbers with people or Snapchats rather. Gotten Discord, folks' Discords. I've chatted, connected a little bit, had some laughs, but I haven't really made friends. Nor have I been to like a college party, which I'm okay with. The main reason why I've not taken any of these actions is because I don't care. I already have friend groups, and there's no reason. But I guess I'm just gonna try to speculate on other reasons. My mom and stepmom, no hate to them, great folks, but they always talk about their college friends and like their college days. Like I get kind of a peaked in college vibe, sort of. Like I know that's really mean to say, and that's not exactly what I mean, but they're just always talking and reminiscing, and they're still friends with their college friends, but everybody's an adult, and they've moved to different states and such, and have had families, and they don't really talk as frequently nowadays. And that's probably how it's going to be for me, which is fine. But or maybe not, because I don't have college friends, so the problem kind of solves itself. But that's just kind of what happens, and I don't really need more folks in my life, I don't think. And for lack of a better term, I feel like most of the people that I would come across in college are kind of normies, all right? In high school, there was a film club that was starting up, and that was like my main interest at the time was film. So I went to like one or two of their meetings, and it was cringe, dude. These were like band kids that were running the club, and nice people, but just not my crowd. I'm not a band kid. So that's kind of the vibe I get with a college. Like everybody's already in their own friend groups. They already have everything established, kind of like I do now. So there's not really much need for an overlap. But maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm delusional, because there's always social events and such. Maybe I'm just awkward. Maybe I'm just anxious. But nah. Nah. So, for context, I'm also in my third year of college, so I've been around the rodeo. But I'm sure eventually, maybe, if I care to, I can branch out. One of my friends from high school is going to the same college as me, and before college, he was like a very straight as a board, no alcohol, good grades, super nice guy. And he's still nice. He's still very nice. But he joined college, dude, and he joined a frat, which was like the last thing I expected from this guy. Started drinking, probably skipped a few classes. Still the homie, but he's grown so much. Like he's developed. He's actually doing stuff. He's made friends. And his girlfriend is in a sorority too. She kind of went down the same path, and they were dating before they went to college. So they're both just they got other friends now, and they're just like out here doing things, and that's kind of cool to see. And I guess that could be me, but like I said, I don't really care to explore those avenues. So that's kind of where we're at. I've met some cool folks, But I think right now we're going through kind of a transitional phase where I'm just trying to figure out what I want. And it seems to be that I want to be alone because that's awesome. And I get to make these videos. I get to cry into a mic about my terrible existence. But I don't know. The hope is that somebody maybe relates to this or gathers information. They always told me that the friends I would make in elementary school were not going to last. And that was the biggest lie. Because the folks I met in elementary school and the people I knew, they stayed with me and grew with me through high school and now through college. And nothing's going to change, hopefully. Definitely could, though. So yeah, I don't really feel like investing the time or energy into meeting people and then pretending like I care to maintain it. I'm already bad enough with talking to my friends that I do have. It's like more commitment, more effort for something that's probably just not worthwhile. I don't know. It's not that hard to make friends, but you need the will to do it, to make it happen. And that's what I lack, and if I end up regretting it, then I have myself to blame. But hey, I'm not gonna die. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing ever happens. So I think that's gonna do it for the Yap session for today. Y'all have a great night. All right. Bye.